Good morning. Have you ever watched a schoolyard bully puff up for years, yelling threats, pounding their chest, convincing everyone they're untouchable, until one day someone finally calls their bluff? They fold like a cheap lawn chair. That's Iran. And the guy who did the folding, Donald J. Trump. What we just witnessed wasn't some subtle shift in Middle East diplomacy. This was global humbling on a massive scale. Iran launched a sad, ceremonial fireworks show at our base in Qatar and warned us beforehand, asked our permission. That was their big move, the grand retaliation, and it landed with all the power of a wet tissue. No casualties, no impact, just a last gasp from a regime that's been playing dress up as the world power since bell-bottoms were in style. And then, after the embarrassing display, they took a ceasefire, not from Russia, not from the UN, not from China, from Trump, the man they hate more than Zionism, Coca-Cola, and Western haircuts combined. That had to sting. Imagine screaming death to America for 40 years and then taking a peace deal from the guy with the golden elevator and the mean tweets. It's all too much to handle. Meanwhile, Israel didn't just help. Israel cleared the skies, the same Israel Iran's been swearing to wipe off the map since the Shah got the boot. Iran's leaders had to sit and watch their own airspace open up like a wound, with American stealth bombers flying in undercover, dropping bunker busters right on their billion-dollar dreams. Nuclear sites, toast. Enrichment programs, gone. They're all charred rubble. Terrorist training camps, vaporized. Missile defense systems, without a second thought. It wasn't just a tactical win, it was a total collapse of Iran's 50-year mythology. The big bad terror state got spanked in front of the whole class. Their goons, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, are now either running, hiding, or maybe spending some alone time with some goats. Their shiny new missiles and puffed up parades mean nothing. 5 decades, over $1 trillion of weapons, reactors, and bluster, all gone in less time than it takes Joe Biden to find a stage exit. Well, that can actually take some time. I digress. And let's not ignore the geopolitical silence. Where was China? Nowhere. Xi probably sent a memo. Keep the Strait of Hormuz open, peasant. Russia? Putin shrugged, cracked a beer, and watched the show. The man lost Syria and doesn't want to lose oil prices yet again. The EU? Too busy arguing about plastic straws and gender-neutral crosswalks. The world turned its back on Iran and gave the wink to America and Israel to get the job done. This wasn't just a strike, it was a reset. Iran learned they don't get to hold the world hostage with empty threats and uranium tantrums. If they try to rebuild, those reactors are just one airstrike away from becoming another crater. The message was loud and clear. We know where you sleep, and we don't need your permission to knock. And now the left is sputtering. They wanted to impeach Trump over this. For a 35-minute mission that killed no civilians, lost no Americans, and avoided a war. Meanwhile, Obama bombed Libya into a failed state and nobody said a word. Biden let Ukraine and Israel explode while doing TikTok meetings with trans activists. But Trump, he ended the Iranian nuclear threat with precision, no body bags, and a ceasefire. And somehow, that's a scandal? Iran is now a shadow of itself. They lost their leverage, their mystique, and their future because they dared to bet against a man who doesn't bluff. And while they stew in the boiling pot, the rest of the world is waking up to a new reality. The United States and Israel can and will eliminate Iran's nuclear ambitions as often as they try to rebuild them. So here we are. Hopefully no more Death to America rallies, no more missile countdowns, just a broken regime, a stunned population, and one very calm Donald Trump smiling behind the wheel, knowing full well he just changed the game. 4D chess is back in season. Folks, you're watching The Dumb Show. Do me a favor, you can watch it again tonight at 7 o'clock with Olivia and I. It's Red Friday. Make sure to get your red on. We'll see you then.